Hello there. Today I'm going to show you how to use workers with Gapi, GraphQL API. You can check the links from above. There is a video's explanation how to start it. There is a GitHub repo. You can check the Stradivario, Gapi. It's available inside npm by command npm install Stradivario Gapi. But this is optional. Use, for example, this repository. So I will show you how to use Docker, and the following application is using RabbitMQ, Postgre, API, which is GraphQL, and Nginx. They will be served as a services inside Docker with different networking. It will be not available outside the Docker bridge network. You can check the Docker compose file here and see how it is working, what is starting, and so on. So okay, today I'm going to show you how to use workers. It is really easy. You need to start to build the application with this command. You need to start the application and need to stop the project if you want to stop it, of course. Okay, so workers. If the application is running, you can start workers with this simple command: gapi-cli workers start. Then the workers will be started and mapped to the Nginx will map it to revert proxy to port 18. You can not worry about you don't need you don't need to worry about if some of your workers stop responding. Either one, if one of them is working, you will have response from your API. So I will show you. We don't have now connection. I have opened my GraphQL tool because it is in production, but I enable it just for the demo to show you. If you use the regular CLI, you will not be able to open GraphQL unless you specify different environment rather than production. So as you see, we don't have connection, failed to fetch. So I will show you this. I have modified just a little bit because I have something in my port, so I have conflict, so I changed the ports only. I will show you how to start the project. This is simple command, gapi-cli. You can check the commands here, gapi-cli config YAML. So I will start the project. App build, for example. I need to build first the project. Because I have built my project, the Docker caching layer is doing his job, and it's building it for 1 second. So I need to do also app start, and then I will start Nginx and API as a production without RabbitMQ, because I have prepared different container for RabbitMQ, but in this kind of an example you have everything. But I have commented here RabbitMQ, but it will be mapped to your environment if you uncomment this one. So now I have application started. I will check my RabbitMQ container. I don't have connections right now because if there is no one which is subscribed to topics inside the API, there is no connections to the RabbitMQ. So I will show you how I will burst the connection. Let me show you. So here, because we defined our proxies, but we don't have now workers, I have defined them here inside Nginx config private default. So you can see that I have 4 workers here as a upstream, 5 workers, 5 servers, 4 workers and 1 main server. So on port 3, as you can see, there is a Docker Compose. Port 3, there is a API, which is builded API that we have created before 1 minute. So we now have connection, because I have triggered the subscription publish signal. So all the applications from single Docker container, there are 4 processes like cluster inside node cluster inside one single Docker container. So if I check the Docker containers, I can see that we now have Gapi API production on port. As you can see, I will stop it, Docker stop, to show you that this is the main thread. This is one single Docker container with 4 processes inside. You can check process YAML. Inside instances, I have default to 4 instances, but you can specify as many as you can. As you can see, Gapi API production existed because I have stopped this container. So I will check if I have RabbitMQ connection. No connection. I will open RabbitMQ. Nginx will not respond. So I will start my workers now, because I don't have main thread. Something is happening. I don't know why, but something is happening, and I will publish signal for workers to start if there is a problem with the main worker. So Gapi-cli workers start. This is a really simple command which will help you a lot. So there are 4 clusters you see that are spawned right in this moment, and they will be mapped because Nginx stream is here. So they will be mapped to these ports. They are in the same network, but different ports on the same different IPs with the same port. So I will show you Gapi-cli config workers. There is a command workers. So I have created workers start, Gapi workers start. So all workers 1, 2, 3, 4 workers will be started. These are the workers. So I have only changed the IP. I take the same container that I have built with Gapi app build, for example. As you can see, it's the same container. If I change something inside here, for example, it will be built again, copy, but it will be if I change the package.json, for example, it will start from npm install, and I will wait a lot. But because I didn't change package.json, it will start from environment production, copy, and so on. So caching clears again. Gapi-cli app build. So this is the same image here inside the workers. First worker, two end worker, and so on. Here is an example worker with port. Sorry, I have specified ports, but you can do it like that, because we have mapped internally the ports inside Nginx. We don't need to specify the ports because they are in the same network. We need to specify the IP, so they will be on the same port, this one. So this example worker with port is if you want to access your worker from outside the network, not inside the network. Either these workers will be mapped as a Nginx, and you will not notice that there is a containers and something inside. They will just help the main thread or whatever. So we have started our threads by I think. Let's check the console. Oh yeah, I have started the workers. I will check. We now have one worker connected only with 3 instances. So I will again publish some signals, so the servers will respond, and will publish signal and do their job, and the RabbitMQ will do his job. So now, oh, you see, it is beautiful. It is really beautiful. Now we have first worker with 4 instances, second worker with 3 instances, something is 4 instances, and then you got it. We have 4 workers with 4 instances, which says 16 processes working with single RabbitMQ. I think this can handle a lot, but it needs discussion. If someone have opinion, it can share it, because I'm really confused what I need. Should I need to do? Should I spawn another RabbitMQ as a cluster, or should I transfer the APIs to more clusters? I'm really confused, but I will handle it in a couple of months. So yeah. So as you see, we have now workers. We will start the app, because we now have the main app. App start. Bloop. It will recreate the Nginx. Okay, no worry. So I have now again all my workers, and in a couple of seconds I will show you that my main thread will came up to the RabbitMQ management, but I again need to publish some signals, because it needs to respond to subscribe to signals. So bloop, we now have the main worker started here and responding as usual. So I will start I will stop all workers. Gapi-cli workers stop. In a couple of seconds you don't have workers now. RabbitMQ will refresh, you see, and all left is the single main thread, which is our built application without workers, and again it will respond. But Nginx needs some time to understand that there is no response from the proxies. So if you see this one, it will work as usual, but it needs some time, and then it will map to the regular. See, it responded. So now we have responded, because Nginx understands that there is containers which are not working, and it needs to be published only to the working container. So some of them are still trying, but they are redirected to the main thread. So if I stop the main thread, Gapi-cli app stop, Nginx production. I don't have Nginx, I needed to stay Nginx, but okay. Fetch, I will start again the worker, not the worker, sorry. I will start the main application. As you can see, pending, 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 and it will redirect up to the main thread. So if I stop, for example, not on purpose, the main thread, docker stop gapi api prod, something is happening inside the server and the thread is dead. We need to get it alive. So I will send some request, for example, to Nginx. I will show you, because I need to be fast, really fast. But how to do it? I will do it like that, always on top. So I will send some request, and then these requests will be, for example, this one will be pending because there is no response. But I will show you how, if some of your for example your API is dead, in the matter of second you can trigger signal and you can start your workers, and they will do their job. For example, this request is pending, and it will be redirected if you start your workers. For example, with Gapi, I will show Gapi-cli workers start. So as you see, this is bad gateway, there is no response. So I will send fasta request pending, and I will start the workers. So if I send more signals, it will be pending, but some of them are responding, you see. So some of them are with bad gateway because I didn't have time to start the workers on time, and so on and so on, but the machine, it will work. So it will not have problems, sorry, with the time. So as you see, there is a response from the server. If I stop one of the workers, for example, I will stop docker stop gapi prot worker 1. I will also always on top also this one to show you. So I will publish signals when stopping worker. As you can see, some of them are pending, but they will be redirected to the working container as Nginx understand that there is no response from this particular proxy stream. Come on, pending, come on, waiting and waiting. Let's send another request. What is happening? It should be working, but maybe we need to wait a little bit. Hope not before 60 seconds. This is not good, but it needs improvement. So if you have a proposal, I'm open-minded person, so we'll get in touch. No, it is not responding. Worker, okay, it is responding. Okay, you see all of the requests. So now all of the requests are working, but the client needs to wait a lot. So I need to figure out why this is happening. But I will also stop worker 2, and I will stop also worker 3, but after worker 2, worker 3. So all left is one single worker, which will serve the application. As you can see, some of them are processing, some of them are not processing because we stop our workers. So some of them are pending, but pending is still good. It is not breaking the chainage. So it needs more time because it will redirect to the particular container which is working. So as you see, some of them are 200, but they are still waiting. I'm sure that they will be resolved as soon as Nginx understand that. We need to wait a little bit. You see, 4 left. We will wait. 2 left. 1 left. I'm really happy that it's working, and no more left. So this one can be managed. It is manageable, but yeah. Okay, so I will stop the latest worker, and I will show you that there will be not response from the server if this worker stop pending bad gateway. So I will start, for example, the application, the main thread, gapi api app start. So this is the main thread again, and it will respond to the request, but again it needs time because some of the workers are, as you see, the console log here is working. Something. Okay, switching protocols, GraphQL, get. Okay, we now have subscription. It is working. So I will show you. Here are the 4 clusters inside one single container, which is the main thread. I will again start the workers. If you, and that's all. Sorry, gapi workers start. There is a workers containers stop. I need to first stop it to stop them. Okay, start again. If there is error, just repeat the procedure and everything will be okay. So now inside RabbitMQ I have 4 because I didn't subscribe to some messages. I will again subscribe to some messages. As you can see, all requests are 200 because we now have all services activated. Almost 20 no, not almost 20 processes working for this API, particular API. So as you can see, we now have all workers and our main thread, which is on 3 port. So this is it, guys. I will stop everything. Stop. As you can see, almost instantly RabbitMQ understand that there is a stop at worker and respond. I will stop the API. Up stop, and again I suppose in yeah, it responds RabbitMQ, and I don't have response. So this is it, guys. I hope you like it. You can check the links from above the video, so you can see how to start the API. It is really easy. You can do that in 2 minutes because there is a basic and advanced projects which are here. This is a basic project, basic starter, just with RabbitMQ and API and Nginx with scaling with workers, but without without Postgre-sequelize and yeah. The advanced example is with Postgre-sequelize, RabbitMQ, and everything from scratch, written, and you can use it as regular basic project. You can check here with CLI how to use it. It's simple. You need to install Nodemon, tsnode. You need to install globally Gapi-CLI. You need to start basic project or advanced project. Enter inside my project, for example, or your project, type npm start, and this is the development version. You can start writing some queries inside GraphQL. There is a prepared queries inside this project, so you can check how it's done. This, of course, both of the project, advanced and basic, came with Docker feature that I show you now. With workers, you can type workers. So the flow is that you clone the repository. You start, for example, you use the CLI. You create new project. You start the project. You made a change and you want to build a container. So you write gapi-cli app build. So the container is built. When you want to start this container with all services, type gapi-cli app start. All services will be served, and you will be able to open your API on this port 18 here without GraphQL, because this is a production. Now I show you because it is a development purpose for video. So you will have it API with all streams, all workers on port 18. So you can start the workers if you want. There is a command which will enable the RabbitMQ dashboard, so you can see how many connections you have. You can see it here inside the repository. There is a RabbitMQ inside gapi-cli config root folder, like that. You have gapi-cli RabbitMQ start. I didn't write start. It is inside app because it will start Docker Compose, and there is a RabbitMQ here. So this is the main purpose of that. So you have RabbitMQ enable dashboard, Docker execute Gapi API RabbitMQ, enable RabbitMQ management. So you will have this window on this particular port. And again, I will show you how to start the services. gapi app start. It is really easy. Starting nginx, starting API, 4 instances. You can see that it is working. Some of them are pending, some of them are working, but if you, again, yeah, it is working now. As you can see, the RabbitMQ connects to the container. I will start again the workers. Workers start. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. So I don't have connection right now, but I need to publish some signals and I will have connection. As you can see, all requests are instantly returning from the servers. Some of them are with because it is loading now and it's okay. So I will now have all my workers with main app connected to the RabbitMQ. 20 processes. I hope you like this video, and this is my interpretation of GraphQL API with RabbitMQ and Apollo, because it is using internally Apollo, but you don't need to know that because I'm managing all the dependencies that you work. My purpose is to give you just example like Angular 2 project, for example, how it interact with TypeScript, and you can create a lot of modularity. You can check also Gapi-sequelize. This is a module. You can see how, yeah, but this is in another video. You can check the links here. There is a video tutorials explaining some of the starter things. This is my first video ever, so don't judge me if you misunderstand something, or yeah, thank you. So and I'm sorry. Okay guys, bye bye. Hope you liked the video. This is a RabbitMQ GraphQL API Gapi with clustering, and yeah, that's it. Bye bye guys.